Those divided will not survive. What is to come?
What's going on, everybody? My name is Box from Box and Jackalope, and today we're going to talk about the Jailer's message at the end of the Sepulchre of the First One's raid. With that said, this video isn't meant to talk about the poor quality of his character, but rather how this ending will interact with Dragonflight or future expansions. I do believe Blizzard should not forget about this warning, as much as people want to forget Shadowlands' plot, myself included, but I think it's something that needs to be brought up at some point. It would be too big of a plot thread to just be left open for many, many years, which I do think that is going to be the case, but let's get started.
What drove you to this end? You preserve that which is doomed.
To start things off, I don't think Zoval's warning will play a huge or large role in Dragonflight. It's confirmed that Dragonflight will be a story about the Dragon Isles and be very grounded, which is the opposite of Shadowlands' storyline. Now, I believe we may get breadcrumbs at that threat that Zoval was warning the other Covenant leaders about. I believe Dragonflight is going to fill a similar role to Mists of Pandaria in terms of world building. We will learn about the continent, and perhaps there'll be something on the Isles that leads us to an eventual cosmic threat, mainly being like the Light and Void, or the other cosmic beings that were found in that chart. Personally, I think Zoval was trying to warn us about the Void threat, as in Battle for Azeroth, the Sylvanas comic, Illyria sees Sylvanas and death as a threat, so I imagine Zoval saw something in the Void that he was terrified of when he was the Arbiter. It is interesting to think what group Zoval may have been trying to warn the other Covenant leaders about, though. Is there a larger threat than the Void that we don't know about yet? Did he want to unite everyone against the Void, similar to Sargeras and the Burning Legion? Right now it's vague, but my hope in Dragonflight is that Blizzard slowly reveals this in the background, but not the forefront. And what I mean by that is, remember how Enzoth and Cataclysm were sort of just mentioned in the background? I think Blizzard needs to do a very slow burn on this, and I think going to that grounded storyline for this is a very smart idea for them. I think if they do a slow build, and they kind of reveal maybe like at some point like, oh, this is what he was trying to warn us about, it may be a way of them slowly introducing Sylvanas back to the storyline as well. For now, I think it's good that we put this all on the back burner for a little while, but it's something to think about and not forget about, that Zoval was afraid of something and tried to warn the other Covenant leaders about this. I do think it's some sort of Void threat. Hopefully it kind of introduces an actual villain that could kind of succeed where Zoval failed in that role, right? Like, I think Zoval was really trying to be built up into this big bad that we were all really afraid of, but I think the storyline, the way it was executed, didn't do the great job of that. But if you mentioned someone in the background similar to him that might be related to the Void, I think we could get somewhere interesting with that. I am curious though what you guys think in the comments below. I know this is a Shadowlands video, it's one I've kind of wanted to make for a little while, but I would like to get back into doing general lore talks like this in the future. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.
I've come to prepare the Dragon Isles for what's to come. The Dragonflights must be made one.